Hey everybody, it's Eli from Art of Eli, from Popping Out, from Speak On It, and from the Pocono Comic Con Expo Cast. And I wanted to share a couple things that I love in one video. So I'm a collector, as everybody knows from Popping Out. I am a comic book enthusiast, as in my Speak On It, and also my classes. I'm also an art teacher. I teach graphic narrative, stories, comic books, art, all that, cartoons, animation, all that good stuff. So right here we have a Funko Pop from Walmart. Yeah, came like this, so definitely from Walmart. So anyway, I figured, hey, why don't I take this guy out, like we call a little peeking out that we do in Popping Out. It's a, for those who are wondering what the heck he's talking about, it's a video cast that me and my brother Matthew Ramos we do at the comic shop down in Newark and 53 University Avenue, Fortress of Solitude. Check it out. So I wanted to go over this Funko Pop here. This is obviously a more modern one from pretty recent. This guy is a supervillain that I liked as a kid, and his name is Mr. Sinister. Cheesy as that sounds. So I figured, well, I go over little fun facts about him and myself and all that good stuff. I can kind of, what I want to do is draw him on here. Show you a little bit of little quick comic art. Nothing too long, short video. So anyway, Mr. Sinister, aka Nathaniel Essex. He's a Marvel Comics character, so who knows, maybe we will see him at some point in one of the MCU's versions of the Xmen coming soon. I'm excited. Been watching all these movies since, wow, way back when. So he was a villain, as you could tell from his sharp teeth and his red eyes. You know, can't judge a book by its cover, though. It's not nice. But he was a villain for the Xmen, and originally he appeared in 1986. And this guy was a evil, I guess, Nazi-like scientist. He believed that mutants were the master race, but at the same time, he wanted to do experiments and try to create the ultimate mutant. But originally, I believe, unless, you know, maybe the origin changed, or he was human originally until he met Apocalypse, who's another X-Men villain. The movie could have been better, but at least in the comic books, he's pretty cool. The animated series too, like, shout out to my boy Thurman. He's the one that got me onto a lot of this. Thurman and Marlon, my two best friends, got me into comic book collecting and kind of started my journey on here now. So thanks, guys. Yeah, so the X-Men animated series was 93, and Sinister made an appearance. I think that was when I first saw him, and I actually liked the character a lot. I thought he was really cool. His design was really awesome. Very, like I said, vampiric. You know, he's got the cape, the blah, you know. So he's got like the cape, he's got the, guess what do you call this? His neck covering? I don't know what to call that. Escapes me at the moment. So anyway, what I'm doing here, if you didn't notice already, I am trying to look at this guy and trying to make him as comic book like in the allowed time as possible. So this is kind of like a quick draw McGraw type thing, you know. So going back to a little bit of the history of Mr. Sinister here. He was like, so Apocalypse gave him his powers. If those that don't know what Apocalypse is, you know, you can look him up. I'm sure at some point we'll talk about him. So he was like, kind of, long story short, he was somebody that believed that he was like the first mutant, like the ultimate mutant, and he would believe that the weak will be overtaken by the strong. So Apocalypse was kind of always very biblical, kind of he was very like he had his 4 horsemen and all that stuff. So he was definitely all about the stronger mutants taking over the weak, and forget about the humans. We were like nothing to Apocalypse. So anyway, Apocalypse gave Mr. Sinister his powers through like some alien machine or something. It's the 80s, so you know, kind of like sci-fi stuff. You know, I don't mind it. It's kind of cool. But so he got his powers through that, and Mr. Sinister's powers, he's got super strength. He's got telekinetic abilities. He's got also the coolest one was he could regenerate. So like if he loses a limb, he could kind of like, you know, grow it back. Almost very Terminator, well, more like T-1000-esque type scenario there, where his like Cyclops blew a hole right in his chest, right? And the hole actually kind of sealed up and stuff. So it was kind of, that was in the cartoon and the comics. So again, he was actually made a couple appearances in the after the animated show, like I said, 93. Check it out, Disney Plus. And they said he might make new ones. We'll see if that's true or not. You know, he actually almost made an appearance in a couple of the movies because they had, I think they had in the special features or the deleted scene in Logan, something about the Essex, or was that in another X-Men movie? One of them. But I heard that Logan was supposed to have him as a villain, or at least show him for a future movie. But I guess, you know, Logan's a great movie. For those that didn't see it, I mean, love that movie. It reminds me of my my darling 18-year-old daughter. Hey, Roxy, love you. But he was supposed to make an appearance, so, but I guess maybe they felt it wasn't really worthy of a movie. But if you watch the New Mutants, just came out, not a bad movie, not a great movie, but it was decent, I guess. I actually went to the theaters for my brother to see it. They actually mentioned like the Essex Corp or something, so guess they were trying to bring Mr. Sinister to the big screen, but just guess didn't work out. So anyway, here's a little quick sketch of Mr. Sinister, and we'll finish up here. Bam, bam. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A little bit of quick fun facts, and everyone have a look for these and other podcasts coming soon, 2021 or next week, depending on how unlazy I can be. But everybody have a safe holidays. Encourage one another and encourage yourself. See you soon.